Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos, and today I have for you a Brionac Dragon of the Ice Barrier OTK. We're using once again Lumis and Umbra, and it's another skill that was recently nerfed, which is Light and Dark. It now has the switcheroo nerf, which means you need to lose 1000 life before you can activate it. But basically you just shuffle a monster, a light or dark monster, from your hand back to the deck, and then you draw a light or dark. You pick the opposite attribute of the same level and the same type. So we're using Fabled to go into Brionac because Fabled monsters get effects sometimes when they're discarded. So that way it's not necessarily such a minus just to return a card from our opponent's field to the hand. We can also get an additional effect, and especially when paired with the boy Fabled Ganassia. Ganassia, when it's sent from the hand to the graveyard, when it's discarded, he gets special summoned into the field and gains a 200 attack boost. So this is 1800, and then your Brionac is 2300. That's 4100, which is more than enough for a standard 4000 life opponent. Of course, if they're running life point boost or anything like that, then you gotta deal some more damage. But yeah, the deck is really fun. This one was suggested by the boy Blescobar, so shout outs to him. I had to modify it a little bit though because he's pay to win and I'm free to play. He had the tricky and he had like triple Cerberell and all that junk. So I had to change it up a little bit. And this version still worked pretty well. Our light and dark targets are Fabled Grimro, which if you control a Fabled monster if you have a Fabled monster on your side of the field, you can discard this card from your hand to the graveyard and then search any Fabled monster you want. So it's really good. That's how we're able to get away with running just the one copy of Cerberell that I have, and also 2 copies of Fabled Catsit and Kushano. Kushano is good, although I never really used it, but it's nice to have it in the graveyard because you can discard anything from your hand to add it back to the hand. And then you just get that free discard effect, like Ganassia for example, or the Catsit. Yeah, we have Snipe Hunter, so this is gonna activate all of our Fabled monster effects when being discarded. We'll also get to destroy a card unless we roll a 1 or a 6. Fabled Cerberell, if he gets discarded, you get the special summon from the graveyard to the field. And then we have Fabled Raven. Raven, once per turn, can discard any number of cards, and if you do, this card gains 1 level and 400 attack for each discarded card until the end of this turn. So with Raven and 1 Ganassia in hand, that is a free Brionac. And then you just get to discard the rest of your hand to send everything that your opponent has on the field, and hopefully you go for the OTK, which is pretty cool. If you what else? Oh yeah, if you discard Fabled Catsit, when this card is discarded to the graveyard, select 1 face-up card in the field and destroy it. So if you use Snipe Hunter with Catsit, you get to destroy 2 cards for the activation of 1 effect. Well, assuming you don't roll a 1 or a 6, and then you can destroy a face-up with the Fabled Catsit. So pretty good. Catsit's also a level 1, so you can use him with Snipe Hunter to go into something such as Fabled Regine or your Armades. Those are level 5 tuners. And then the rest of the cards is just Treacherous for protection, and then 3 Cosmic Cyclones in order to activate our skill. The extra deck is round up by Light and Dragon, which is a level 8, 1 tuner, 1 or more non-tuner like monsters. An attack declaration, if this card battles another monster, you can have this card lose 500 attack and defense permanently, and the monster this card is battling loses 1500 attack and defense until the end phase. Never came up, but it's cool to have. Same goes for Dark and Dragon. I wanted to throw them both in there. 1 tuner, 1 or more non-tuner dark monsters. Actually, can I even go into this now that I think about it? I guess if I first go into Archfiend's Call and then use another one of my level 2 tuners. Anyway, once per turn you can target 1 monster your opponent controls. This card loses 500 attack and defense, and you send that target to the graveyard. That's a really good effect because it does target, unfortunately, but it's not destruction. You just send to the grave. And yeah, another level 6 that we can go into is Archfiend's Call. But 9 times out of 10, the only synchros we're going into is either Brionac, Fabled Rajin, so we can draw 2 cards if we don't have any cards in our hand, and Armades, so we don't have to worry about any back row or card in the hand, and we can just OTK through that. But yeah, basically what you want to do, you know, with this Fable deck is pretty much the same as with previous Fable decks. You want to use Snipe Hunter to pop and take advantage of your Fable effects. It's just now we have Brionac, which is not RNG based in its it's the same type of removal, except you're sending it to the hand, which in some cases it's better because you don't trigger any effects that Snipe Hunter could maybe trigger by destroying a card.
Duel.
Here we're gonna pick against My Valentine, Neo's Fusion, and end turn. So it's an Insector deck with life point boost alpha. I think this person's probably trying to farm Harpy's Hunting Ground. So we are going to discard or Fabled, what do you call? Grimrow to add a Fabled Ganache, and we have our turn 1 Brionac. We're gonna discard a card from our hand, send the Neos back into the hand. In this case, the extra deck, I guess. Centipede is going to equip the Hopper. Hopper activates to search another Centipede, and then he goes for a Zeta Hop. If you guys watch my Insector video, I talk about how bad this card is. It sounds really good. Equip only to an Insector monster and gains 1000 attack. When the equipped monster declares an attack, your opponent cannot activate spell or trap cards. Now that is not Armades, that is not Samurai Destroyer. This is only against attack declaration cards. So it does help against Drowning Mirror Force, it does help against Dimensional Prison, it helps against cards like that, but everything else you can still activate. So we'll let him declare his attack. Now I'm gonna activate my Cosmic Cyclone. Instead of going directly, he tried to destroy my Brionac, and then we get the scoop, which, I mean, at that point we had to win anyway. But at least you got to see the Raven Ganache combo. Very reliable and easy way to just go into a level 6. Alright, here we have a Crow. I can't remember if this is a Black Wing matchup. I mean, the guy's got the mat and the sleeves. It is a Black Wing matchup. So he has turn 1 Simoon with double, well, with Black Whirlwind, so that's double search. Okay. Pinaki, the Waxing Moon, and then a Gale to the hand. So he adds 2 tuners, summons one, special summons the other, but doesn't do anything else. I don't know if he doesn't run the level 1, or maybe he only had the one Orochi, which is very unfortunate for him. Because we have the boy Snipe Hunter, and we're about to snipe everything away. We don't miss, which is good. And that's going to special summon our Ganache. Now that we have a Fable on the field, we can activate Grimrow to search any Fable monster from our deck. And we're going to get Fable's Cerberus, because when he's discarded, we also get the special summon. Snipe Hunter, yet again, does not miss. Shoutouts to the boy. Cerberus gets special summon. Snipe Hunter, for the 3rd time in a row, no miss. And I could have used the effect, but in this case, I'm just gonna go for the guaranteed removal. And I'm doing this, you might ask yourself, but first of all, it's because I've already won. But why even worry about the Whirlwind? You could have just set the Cosmic Cyclone. I could have, but I wanted to flex, banish the card, and then draw 2 more by summoning the Fabled Rajin. And then he finally had enough, I guess, and we get this scoop. But yeah, I had another Grimrow, so I could have searched. I had another Cosmic Cyclone to set in case he could activate another Whirlwind. Just a pretty bad turn 1 for them, honestly. Maybe they just got unlucky, but I stand by what I say in every video where I see Black Wings. They don't have a turn 1 play. They really don't. Swarming the board does not do a lot for them. They're just hoping you won't be able to kill them. That's it. Alright, here we're gonna double set. We're going up against Magnets, which is kind of scary, since if I try to target them with my Snipe Hunter, they can just go to the grave and summon a Delta, so it's kind of a wasted effect. Although I'm still getting the discard, so we're gonna bait the Alpha into replace itself with a Delta. Ganasha is going to special summon. And we already have a Grimro, so now we can search for Cereal. Same play as last duel. This time we're not baiting the Gamma, we're just gonna destroy the Delta. Summon the Cereal. Synchro summon Fabled Rajin, draw 2 more. And I couldn't have asked for better top decks. We get a second Ganasha and we get a Grimro. Grimro is going to secure the victory for us. So here we're going to bait the tag out from Gamma. My Snipe Hunter doesn't miss, I think. Oh, you don't even get the roll because the card's no longer in the field. So I could just discard the Grimro with Snipe Hunter's effect. Oh, he's 1400, so I would have won anyway. But anyway, we're going to go for the sure pop. Let's say this is like a blue ice, right? And I can't get over it with attack, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to Grimro. I don't want to rely on Snipe Hunter because he has betrayed me in the worst of cases. So we pick up Fable Catsit. Catsit is a mandatory effect, so if there's nothing on my opponent's side of the field, I have to destroy one of my cards. Doesn't matter because I can destroy my own Snipe Hunter, which I have to since he didn't miss. And I still have the 1800 and the 23. That is exactly, well, not exactly. It's more than enough to win the game. And yeah, even though he tagged out twice, I had to use 2 effects to bait the tag outs. I was still able to get enough card advantage thanks to Rajin to you know, make them tag out and then destroy them as well. Not to mention the double Cyclone, getting rid of both of the back row, one of them being enemy controller, was pretty clutch. Here are Duel. Alright, we're going second, so let's go ahead and banish that using Cosmic Cyclone. And I could have searched for Snipe Hunter, but there's really no need. I already have my OTK right here, so we're gonna keep the Grimro instead of searching the Snipe Hunter. And again, because if this is Duel and this is like a Fire King Avatar Yashka, I don't want to destroy it because that will put a Duel on the board. Instead, we're just going to discard the Ganasha, go into our Brionac, and then with my Grimro, before I synchro, I'm gonna search another Ganasha so that I can discard the Ganasha using the Brionac's effect. Send that face down back, special summon the Ganasha, it gets the 200 attack boost, and that is lethal. It's crazy because without that 200 attack boost, we wouldn't have lethal, would be 100 short. And then last but not least, we have an Ishizu matchup against Fallen. And I don't remember this duel. Somehow I always forget what the last replay is, even though that's the most recent duel that I played. But we're going second and we already have a Cosmic Cyclone, so it's pretty good. Oh, I remember now. Yeah. It's a counter fairy. So he's gonna have Sanctuary in the Sky. Special summon Uranus. We're going to Cosmic Cyclone the back row. There's the Rebuild of Parsat, and all Ishizu is doing here is paying 1000 life because it's not gonna matter. We're going to destroy everything on the board. We got the Snipe Hunter, so once again discard Ganasha special summon. That allows me to search with Grimro. We're going to search Cerberell because we're free to play. Discard the Cerberell, destroy the other monster. Special summon Cerberell, and then they scoop, but you know, I had enough to destroy the field spell, go into my Rajin, draw 2, get more card advantage, and then just, you know, beat him down. But yeah, he didn't want to stick around, so he blessed us with the scoop. And yeah, this was a fun deck, man. I really like using Fable. I'm still bummed that I only have one Cerberell, but you know, it is the free to play style, and it's still a really cool deck. The Snipe Hunter Grimbro combo is super good. It was better when when the skill didn't need any life point loss, but adding the Cosmic Cyclones is not bad. Back row removal is always a good thing to have in any deck, so yeah, deck works pretty well. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want, and till next time.